Y'all, there was this woman, and she said, she was like, if a man can choose whether or not to be in their child's life, then a woman can choose whether or not to co-parent with said man. Not even just that man. Like, if you have a child with anybody, if they can choose whether to step up and be in your child's life, you can choose whether or not to co-parent with them. And I stepped back and I thought about it like very deeply, and I'm like, yeah, that actually is very true. Because the thing is, a lot of the times, like, you don't want to talk to nobody crazy. You don't want to have to yell at nobody. You don't want to have to tell nobody the difference between right and wrong, right? Because you just kind of feel like, hey, we had this child together. You know what to do. I know what, you should know what to do. You should know what your yeses are, what your nos are. You should know that in any situation with anybody, it's like, you have to communicate, and communicate certain things. Now, if you don't feel like you should communicate, you don't feel like that my opinion matters, like, you don't feel like we equal in this, like, we shouldn't, I don't have to co-parent with you. And I agree with that. Like, I understand that. I feel like everybody should be able to do their part. If for any reason you don't feel like you should do your part financially, emotionally, presently, then I don't have to cope. If I'm going to do everything, let me do everything. But I'm not going to, halfway do everything and then you get bragging rights. Or, what I'm saying? You get to just show up and show out whenever you want to, and I have to deal with the repercussions of your actions. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. So I definitely understood what she meant by that. When she was like, hey, it's two people. Like, you have a choice, I have a choice. Women have choices. Women are choosing, okay, now I know that I have to do what I have to do, but then, and when I start co-parenting, you can't circle back around and then decide, oh yeah, I'm ready to be a dad. It doesn't work that way. Women are choosing to do like everything themselves. I'm gonna raise the child completely by myself, and you can't pop in and pop out, and you can't, you don't. No, okay, fine then, I'll do it. It's crazy. But she said that, and I was like, Miss Lady got a point.
If taking care of your child is optional, co-parenting should be optional too. Because what is you getting on my nerves for and you're not even taking care of your child? Like, what is you taking me through a hard time for? And y'all, I was going through some of the messages between me and my child's father last night. I was looking for something specific. And ain't nothing like a man giving you a hard time and you really just trying to go on about your business. But you giving me a hard time and you're not really providing and taking care of your child. And let's be honest here, the men who be giving you a hard time, who barely be doing anything for their kids anyway, these men really are not stand-up dads. As I've always said, these men are not stand-up dads. So I really do. I feel like if it's optional for a man to take care of his child, co-parenting should be optional too. Because at the end of the day, if you're not doing nothing else, the least you can do is get out your child's mother's way and not make her life difficult, especially when you're not contributing nothing. And for you people to be like, well, it takes more than money to raise a child, well, you are absolutely right. But let's not act like money don't fall up there with oxygen when it comes to what the hell a child need, okay? The fuck? Men love to throw in there, all you care about is money, all my child mother cares about is money. Absolutely. Absolutely. She would care about the quality time, but you don't spend it with your child. She would care about you actually building a bond with your child, but you're not doing that. So what else would she really be caring about? And for a man to be around his child, the peekaboo fathers out here that pick and choose when they want to be around their child, knowing your child got extracurricular activities, knowing your child got to go to school day in and day out, knowing like what child really wants to sit in a house all day. As mothers, we're not going to see our children go without. So yes, we are going to sacrifice and do whatever. And not only that, it gets to a point where don't nobody want to sit in the house with a child all day. Like, you're going to sacrifice and spend the money. And you're going to get your child out the house, take them to the beach, take them to the trampoline park, take them wherever. That's the part I'm not understanding. Like, that's probably the worst kind of man. A man to be around your child and see that your child needs stuff and you don't provide nothing.